Good morning, sunshines. So we are back today with another stitch tutorial, and I gotta tell you, this is one that is my own. This is a stitch that I designed when I was trying to come up with a beach cover-up for a magazine subscription. Now, they ultimately did not choose to accept that particular design, but that's okay, because that means I get to share it with you. So let me show you what we've got. This I call the diamond in the rough stitch. I show you right there. That is the little swatch that we're doing today. So it's actually a 4-row repeat. And as you can see, it's got the double crochets in the middle of each of the window panes. We've got the diamonds, we've got windows, we've got all of the things. Today I'm actually using a smaller yarn. This is a fingering weight. They call it a super fine fingering weight yarn. This is Cotonio, Cotonnio, Cotonio. I got this on Amazon. There's 8 in each pack. I think it was like 20 some dollars. I'll link the yarn actually in the description below. So if you'd like, you can go check that out. I do love this yarn. I actually made a top with this as well. And I will put a picture of that right here. This is the colorway of deep turquoise. It's number 7062. It's 14 ounces. There are 1,840 yards in each little package. So this is the yarn that we're using today. I am also using a 3.5 millimeter hook, which, to be honest, as fine as this is, I could probably go down quite a bit, but 3.5 is enough for me. We're good with that. I wanted it to be drapey, but not, out of control loose. So this is what we're doing. If you're new to the channel, my name is Marty. I am the owner of Flawsome Stitches Crochet. I design amigurumi and wearables, and I am literally obsessed with all things crochet. And I cannot wait to hop in and show you my very first stitch design. So let's hop in, shall we? This is the 13 stitches times 4, which is 52, and then we're going to add 2 for the turning chain. Okay. All right, so we've got ours now in the 3rd stitch from the hook. We're going to put a double crochet. Now this turning chain does not count as a stitch. So in the first row, we're just going to double crochet all the way across. Go ahead and finish the double crochet all the way across, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so here I am at the end. I've just got a few more double crochets left to do. So this pattern is actually a 3-row repeat. This first row of straight double crochets is the first row of the repeat. Okay, here we are at the end. We're going to, for round 2, we're going to chain 5. That's going to be 3 single crochets. That's going to count as your first double crochet. These are for the skip 2. We're going to skip 2 chains, and into the 3rd chain, put a double crochet, chain 3. We're going to skip 2, and right here in that next 3rd stitch, we're going to slip stitch, chain 3, skip 2, and into the 3rd, put a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and put a double crochet, put a double crochet into the next 2 stitches. And that is our repeat for this row. Chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, chain 3, skip 2, slip stitch in the 3rd, chain 3, skip 2, skip 2 and double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and put a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to start that over. Chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, chain 3, skip 2, and in the 3rd we're going to slip stitch. Chain 3, skip 2, and in the 3rd stitch we're going to double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and put a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Oh goodness, Marty, come on now. I got myself all kinds of backwards. There we go. 1, 2. Chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, chain 3, skip 2, and in the 3rd we're going to slip stitch. Ooh. Chain 3, skip 2, double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and in the last we're going to double crochet. Okay, so that is row 2. Let me go ahead and lay that out for you so you can see. Now for row 3, we're going to chain 1. We're going to 2 single crochet into that chain space. We're going to single crochet into the top of that double crochet. Then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip this V, and into the top of that double crochet we are going to single crochet. 2 single crochet into that chain space, into each of the double crochets, 2 single crochet into this chain space, and then and then into that double crochet, chain 5, skip the V, and single crochet into the top of that double. So we're just going to, into each chain space, we're going to put 2 single crochets. Into the top of each double crochet, we are going to place a single crochet, and then we are going to chain 5 and skip each of the V's. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the top of that double crochet, we do a single crochet, 2 single, then we're going to chain 5 again, skipping this V. We're going to single into the top of that, 2 single crochets, and then we are going to single crochet into the 3rd chain, which will be that's the top of that turning chain. So this is the end of row 3, and as you can see, we've got our V. Okay, Marty, we've got our V's right here, and then we're going to go on to row 4. Okay, so we're going to chain 5, 2, 3. That's the double crochet. 4, 5. Those are the skipping. So we're going to be doing basically what we did before. We're going to follow this right up. So we're going to skip these 2, and in here we're going to do a double crochet. We're going to chain 2. We're going to grab this and we're going to slip stitch in the middle of that chain. Chain 2. Double crochet into that double crochet. Chain 2. Skip 2. And then put a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. My yarn's getting tangled up. Okay. Chain 2, skip 2, and in here we're going to do oh, Marty, come on, a double crochet right here. Chain 2, put a slip stitch around this chain. Chain 2 again. Double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and then 2 double crochets into each of the next 2 stitches. And we're going to do this all the way across. Chain 2, skip 2, double crochet. Chain 2. We're going to slip stitch on that chain and chain 2 again. Skip the rest of that chain, and right here we're going to put a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and put a double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, chain 2, slip stitch over this chain, and then chain 2, double crochet in the top of this double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and in that very skip 2, and right here we are going to put a double crochet. All right, so that is row 4, and you can see my stitches are getting kind of tight. It'll level out, I promise. All right, so for the last row, this is, we're going to chain 2. Now in this very first stitch, this turning chain does not count as a stitch. So we're going to double crochet right here in that very first stitch. We're going to put 2 double crochets in each chain space, or in this chain space. We're going to double crochet in this one. And in this chain 2 space, we're going to put 2 double crochet, double crochet in the top of this slip stitch, 2 double crochet in the next chain space, double in top of the double, 2 in this chain space. Marty, come on now. There we go. 2 double crochets in each of the next double crochet stitches from the row below. And we're going to do this all the way across. So I'll walk through it with you one more time. Double crochet in the chain space, or 2 double crochet rather. Double crochet in the top of the double crochet from the row below. Two double crochets in this chain space. Double crochet in the top of that slip stitch from the row below. Another 2 double crochets in the chain space. Double crochet in the top of the stitch. 2 in the chain space. And then 2 in each of the next double crochets. So go ahead and finish up this row doing the exact same thing, and I will meet you down here at the end. Okay, I'm here at the end. I've got 1 single double crochet in the chain space. I'm going to put another double crochet in this chain space, and then in that third chain right here, I'm going to put our final double crochet of the row. Okay, so as you can see, that is our multiple. This is why I call it diamond in the rough, because we've got these little diamonds right here in the middle of the window boxes. So from here, we're going to rotate between rows 2, 3, and 5. So let's do one more iteration. We're going to chain 5, turn our work. We're going to skip 2 stitches. Now this counts as the first double crochet, so we're not going to work into here. We're going to skip 2, and in this we're going to place our first double crochet, chain 2, 3, chain 3, skip 2, and in this third stitch we're going to slip stitch right here, chain 3, skip 2, and in the third we're going to put a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches, or a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Chain 2, skip 2, double, chain 3, skip 2, and in this stitch we're going to slip stitch, chain 3, okay, skip 2, double crochet, chain 2, Marty, skip 2, and then we're going to double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. All right, I go ahead on and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so I have finished this row. We're going to go ahead, this is our single crochet and chain row, so we're going to chain 1. In the very top of this, we're going to, uh-oh, wow, that's great. All right, chain 1, we're going to single crochet right here in this. We're going to 2 single crochet in every chain space, 1 single crochet in every double crochet from the row below. And when we get to this V section, we're going to chain 5 and skip it. We're going to skip this, single crochet right here, 2 in each chain space. Oh, Marty. Oh, goodness gracious. Single in each of the double crochets. So go ahead and finish this row, and I will meet you at the end of the row. Okay, so I've done my last chain 5. I'm going to single crochet into the top of that double crochet. We're going to do 2 single crochet here, and then we are going to single crochet into the 3rd chain of the turning chain, which is going to end this row. Then we're going to chain 5, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip 2 and put a double crochet right here. All right, there we go, double crochet. We're going to chain 2. We're going to slip stitch over that chain 2 again, and double crochet into that double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2. We're going to skip 2 and double crochet into the top of each of the double crochets from the row below. Chain 2, skip 2 and double crochet, chain 2, slip stitch around that chain 2 again, and double crochet. And we are going to go ahead and finish this row out, just repeating the chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, slip stitch. We're going to double crochet in each of the stitches with the double crochets from the row below, so it just kind of lines up, and I will meet you right down here at the end. Okay, here we are at the end. We're going to skip 2, and in this very last stitch we're going to do our double crochet. Now for the final row, we're going to chain 2 and turn. This chain 2 does not count as a single crochet, so we are going to, in this very first stitch, go ahead and do a double crochet. Oh, Marty. I'm getting all tangled up in the yarn. We're going to double crochet in each chain space twice, 2 in each chain space, double crochet in the top of each double crochet from the row below. Here we have another chain space, so we're going to do 2. We're going to, at the top of that slip stitch, and sometimes it's kind of a pain in the butt to grab, but we're going to grab that slip stitch and we're going to double crochet, 2 in the next chain space, double in the next stitch, two in the chain space, double in the next 2, okay, So that is how we're going to do all the way across. We're going to 2 double crochet in each chain space, and then we're going to place a double crochet in each of the stitches with a double crochet from the row below and a double crochet into the top of that slip stitch from the row below. And I will meet you at the end. Okay, we are at the end of the row. I've got my double crochets into the chain space. And now into the third chain, I'm going to put the final double crochet for this row. All right, so here we go. Thank you for joining me today. I am super excited that you joined me, and have fun. Let me know what you come up with. Bye now.